Welcome to our YouTube video series on contract law. My name is Christopher Neufeld of Neufeld Legal. And in this particular video, we're going to be discussing the differences between a contract of service and a contract for service. And the core of this is in the employment independent contractor sense. For a contract of service pertains to an employment agreement and is made by an employee to provide services of a nature that is ongoing. Whereas a contract for service is a work for hire arrangement or agreement made by an independent contractor. So what distinguishes these employee versus independent contractor arrangements? Well, let's look at a contract of service, where the employer, who's paying the employee, exercises control over the work. It is more than a results-oriented arrangement. Direction and control is dictated by the payer. Furthermore, the employees have statutory protections that go beyond the contractual arrangements. Meanwhile, an independent contractor is hired by the payer who does not exercise control over the independent contractor, but is engaged to achieve a set result. There is freedom in performance, with the objective being the realization of the specified result. And the legal protections afforded to independent contractors are found in the contract alone, unlike the employees who have statutory protections. Now we'll look at 8 concepts that distinguish a contract of service from a contract for service, that distinguishes an employee from an independent contractor. The first is exclusivity. There is exclusivity with an employment arrangement on a contract of service, whereas an independent contractor is able to work for others. Secondly, in a contract of service, the payer provides the tools, whereas an independent contractor provides their own tools for the assignment. Thirdly, in a contract of service, the payer or employer sets the hours, whereas an independent contractor typically has the ability to set their own hours. Number 4, in a contract of service, the specified worker must perform the services, whereas in a contract for service, the independent contractor may have others facilitate the work in addition to themselves. Number 5, in a contract of service, the payer exercises control and direction, as previously discussed. Whereas a contract for services, the independent contractor is not necessarily controlled, or the performance simply decides how to perform the function. Number 6, in a contract of service, there's a certainty as the pay arrangement. Whereas in a contract for service, there is a potential for higher profit, but also the risk of loss. Number 7, in a contract of service, the payer pays expenses, whereas in a contract for service, the independent contractor pays its own expenses, and these are effectively reimbursed or forms part of the bill or invoice that is required to be paid by the payer. And finally, number 8, in a contract of service, the integration of the employee is integral to the operation of business, whereas in a contract for service, the integration is such that the independent contractor is antecedent or an accessory that's external to the business. Yes, it can provide necessary support, but is not an integral component of it. And those are some of the key concepts that distinguish a contract of service from a contract for service. Thank you.